What the world needs now, come on, Taylor, is another white guy podcast. It's the only thing that there's just, look at me, too many of. Go.
I don't know the words.
There's not. We make up the words.
What the world
there you go.
Now.
Less rhythm.
But is it the same words, though?
It's whatever words you want. Okay, welcome to Almost Alpha, you guys.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
This is our new podcast. I'm America's sweetheart, Joey Bragg.
I'm Taylor Williamson, the other America's sweetheart.
Yeah, former America's sweetheart. He's been demoted.
Listen, this is so exciting.
This is exciting.
This is what the world needs. They don't need world peace. Meh.
Nah.
Starvation, ending of starvation.
They need two silly guys talking about silly stuff.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
And we're doing it.
What's our first episode about, Taylor Williamson?
First episode's about love. Friendship.
More specifically, dogs and cats, remember?
We're about to talk about dogs and cats, but before we get that, let's talk about who we are.
Let's talk about who we are. I'm Joey Bragg. I've been doing comedy for 14 years with the little squiggly equal signs.
I met Joey Bragg when he was, I tell people he was 7, but you were like, how old were you?
I was like 13, maybe 14.
7's a better story.
7's a better, and I also looked 7. I was a very young, it took a while for me to fully mature and sprout.
And it's going to happen one day.
I can't wait. I am so excited. Every morning I have a magnifying glass next to my bed. I put on my glasses. I pull down my pants. I go, oh, I think I see something sprouting.
I think you're forever going to look like a little boy who like bought a mustache at the
yeah. I so desperately want to figure out the bit where I take off my glasses and my mustache comes with it, and like the nose, you know, those like creepy weird things.
That's what I want. Have a beautiful face.
Thank you.
But also the face that could be the glasses and the nose and the mustache come off.
The beautiful face thing that you told me just now reminds me of the first words you ever said to me when I was 13.
Careful.
You cornered me in the green room and you said, you have a beautiful face.
That's not
kid.
True.
How long have you been doing comedy?
That is not true. I said you were ugly and you're never going to
You're ugly? I am not attracted to you.
I want to be very clear. Whenever I see a child, I tell them how unsexually attracted I am to them. And I think that's really important.
It's because you give off the vibe of somebody that's going to have a hard drive come out and it's going to ruin your life.
Wait, time out. Is that true or are you making a joke?
I'm making a very true. It's funny because it's true.
But time out real quick. Is that, we're in time out, right?
We're in time out. Yeah, this is off the record.
I don't have to double time out.
Yeah, double time out nixes the first time out, which means we're back on.
Wait, I'm sweating. I don't have that vibe, do I?
I think you would do great as a character in Special Victims Unit. I think you would.
Because I'm a talented actor.
Yeah, of course. And just be yourself. Do the Ryan Reynolds thing. What Ryan Reynolds is to cocky, straight, cool, you are to pedophile.
Good Lord. That's not true.
That's not true.
Time out, Joey.
Time out, Joey is different.
I don't. Good time in.
Hey, Taylor Williamson.
How do you do time in? What's the sign for time in?
The same as time out.
Is that true? Is that true? Can we look that up?
Back in. It's just whenever the ref says, you're done. You don't watch sports. What tell us a little bit about yourself, Taylor.
Joey Bragg, I met you when you were like 13 years old at the Improv in Los Angeles.
Was it there? I thought it was at the Punchline in San Francisco.
For sure it was at the Improv in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Your fancy manager brought you to me, and then you were like, I watched you on Live at Gotham. And I was like, all right, kid, good luck out there, pal. You know, go each do your homework and take your vitamins.
Yeah, you were smoking a cigar with Joey Diaz. Yeah. The fuck out of here, kid.
Okay, buddy, whatever. Good luck with everything. And then I remember seeing you in San Francisco not getting stage time, and then people were like, this kid. I didn't say it, but the vibe is like, yeah, make him pay his dues.
Yeah, fuck
child,
this
you know? And then like 2 years later, you're the most famous person on the planet on the Disney show, Liv and Maddie.
Yeah.
And then you're in movies, Netflix, Father of the Year.
Yeah.
People should know. Sid is Dead. That's on Roku.
They probably know who I am. It's safe to assume that.
Do me now.
Do you now? Taylor Williamson, baby, got his start as a young boy. San Diego adjacent, didn't skateboard, didn't surf, decided to really lean into You told me that, yeah. You're the only person in San Diego that didn't skateboard or surf. You didn't have to tell me that. I could tell.
Joey, there's some There's some like roasting going on here,
Yeah.
and that's not what the show's about.
That's not what the show's about. I don't know. It's just this get two alphas in a room. And you're just constantly trying. Look, I'm drinking out of boobies, dude. I am alphaing my ass off right now.
Are we gonna blur that out?
No, can't blur this out. Free the nipple. I think we should free the nipple, not because I think women should have equality, but because I want to see more boobs on TV.
You know, that's really powerful.
Mm-hmm.
That's a beautiful message to give out to the world.
So Taylor Williamson, many a stand-up credit, live at Gotham, America's Got Talent.
Runner-up, I'm the second most talented person in America.
For that year, yeah.
No, like literally only for that year. when you meet President Obama, do you go, well, you were president for 4 years, but you're not anymore?
Yeah. Yes, you
Is that what you do?
Absolutely. Trump is president now, Mr. Obama. Well, we got you.
Well, he never lost, so he's president.
That's true.
That's Joey's hardcore about all these things.
Hardcore Trumpy. I love
Let's
Trump.
lose all our audience in
Yeah.
the first episode.
So
Joey loves Trump, and he doesn't love Trump.
Yeah. I do whatever my audience wants. I'm like Taylor Swift in 2013.
Everyone call in and say what he should believe. He'll vote for whoever gets the most.
Yeah.
Whoever tells Joey to vote for the most, he will vote for them.
Yeah. I'm easily swayed, baby. I got no real opinions.
Do you know who I think you should vote for?
Jill Stein.
Baby Betty.
If Betty ran for president, she would get so much hate for being Mexican that I don't think she'd even make the ballot.
She's Mexican and Jewish. She's
really
mixed.
Double whammy.
Yeah.
Ugh. That's never gonna make it.
But
tell us a little bit about yourself. Runner-up on America's Got Talent. You kissed Heidi Klum.
Kissed Heidi Klum on the mouth.
Did you get consent?
No, I consented.
Oh yeah, because of course.
It's true.
She kissed you.
You can look it up. There's a photo. If you look up Taylor Heidi Klum kissing, there's like different moments.
It's very Make-A-Wish feel for Heidi Klum to kiss you.
The only problem I had with it is it was kind of like
you're wearing a blanket on your lap. A person in scrubs wheels.
Why do you say that? Like that's I'm sorry. I thought that was I took it as you were saying like you're covering up like a
boner
arousal situation.
No,
I thought you were mocking me for what if I got aroused by Heidi Klum kissing me.
Did you get aroused? You talk about it a lot.
I thought you were like you had a blanket on you because you got erect from a supermodel kissing you. Like
no, you got a blanket on you because of your complexion.
I thought it was a Make-A-Wish thing.
Yeah,
is that a Make-A-Wish? I'm so white.
I don't know. It all the so whiteness leads into the make. It's all a part of the same thing.
Listen, I'm honored. It was an honor. And
oh wow,
she says hi. She's a big fan of the show, by the way.
Dude, look at the hand on your face. That is intimate.
Yeah.
Wow. From Heidi Klum, 97-year-old Heidi Klum.
No, she can I tell you, she's like probably not even 50. She's
really? She's gorgeous.
She's been famous for like 35 years.
I feel like she's been famous my whole life. Was she married to Seal or am I wrong?
She was married to Seal.
Yeah, so like she's used to kissing weird looking dudes.
But because you were way okay. Okay, pal. So you're gonna be like her one day because you were famous when you were a child. So people can be like, how old is Joey Bragg? Is he 142? People are like, no, he's like 30.
He's 30 years old.
Wait, Taylor, I know why she's touching your face.
Oh, Carlos, why is that?
Because it's finally a smooth face to touch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I think
Carlos.
really
she feels the side of your face and she's like, wait, you haven't been mauled by wolves as well?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Taylor, I would hit her up and DM her and just send a picture of your cheek and just write, remember me.
Do you know what's sad about Seal is that, and this is non sequitur, and we'll get back on track. Seal's face resembles a real seal's body. Right? Like every seal you see wash up or laying down, you're like, oh, he was obviously attacked or he got hit by a propeller. It looks like Seal got away from a shark. Please be our guest, Seal.
We have two people who won't be our guests now. Actually, can I tell you? So Heidi Klum was mean to me one time.
Kiss from a rose. It's because of all the folds. It's like kissing a rose. Okay.
On America's Got Talent in the semifinals, I was like, she was mean to me in the other episode, so I was like, I'm gonna get her back. So I told the producers I want to come out to kiss by a rose, or kiss from a rose, whatever. And then they were like, guess what? We got it approved. And I'm like, oh, like I was just talking. I'm like, oh shit, like okay, we're doing this, cool. And then they were like, we got Kiss from a Rose, but it's not the Seal version. and they were
It's the
so
sea lion
excited.
version.
No, but it's a different. It's a cover song because they couldn't get the rights to like the official Seal version. And the producer guy was so excited. He's like, "It's great, and we got it approved, and it's in." I'm like, "Buddy, we're not doing this."
You chickened out immediately.
What did chicken out? But I'm like, it's not funny if I come out to like the Joey Bragg version of Kiss from a Rose. She's like, what is it? The point was to taunt her.
Yeah.
And then
I feel like the point would come across.
it's not the same point.
She knows her ex-husband's not going to release the rights.
Yeah, maybe. But then we didn't do that. But
Is Seal a one-hit wonder?
I know he's very successful.
Name another Seal song.
He has that song from the Batman soundtrack, Batman Forever soundtrack.
Isn't that Kiss from a Rose? That's Kiss from a Rose.
Is it?
And he's got that other song about kissing flowers or something.
He has another big song.
Yeah.
And he's one of those guys that's like, say he has 2 hit songs. He's to our parents' generation. He's like their Billie Eilish.
No way. To our parents'
Get my mom on the
generation?
phone. Get my mom on the phone.
Our parents' generation, Billie Eilish is Rick Springfield
Rick Springfield is like the Seal of.
being white.
He's.
It's a one-hit wonder. I was just talking to our good friend who's like claim to fame is that he's friends with Rick Springfield, and I was like, oh, he's like famous for being a one-hit wonder. And he goes, he's got 40 songs on Billboard Top 100. It's like, okay, well, ask anybody to name one of them, and they wouldn't be able to. That's one-hit wonder.
Can you name a song by
Another Rick Springfield song?
Yeah.
No, you're lucky I could name Rick Springfield.
Do you know how famous he is though?
Rick Springfield?
I bet he sells 2,000 tickets in every city.
Can you
I
imagine?
bet he sells. But that's pretty famous though.
2,000 tickets? That's not a lot. Also, that's because they want to see Jesse's Girl. Can you imagine he starts the concert with Jesse's Girl, he gets 4 more songs in, and the whole audience is like, play Jesse's Girl again! Like, that's gotta suck. His whole thing is being famous for wants to fuck his friend's girlfriend.
We're at different points in our life where I'm like, you know what, one hit wonder, good for them, you know?
Yeah.
Great accomplishment. What a gift to get to make people happy. You do the group tour, you know? You get a couple of one hit wonders. You go, hey.
It's him and Tommy Two-Tone on tour together.
Yeah.
Come on, get out of here.
Do you know who Tommy Two-Tone is?
Yeah, Tommy Two-Tone is 8675309. Yeah.
I have no idea.
And him, the 3 of them are going on tour. Tommy Two-Tone and Greg Ken of I'm Lost in Jeopardy. I don't know this. I'm making this up. Baby. But it's all one-hit wonders.
Joey,
I'm a
I
genius.
have no idea. No one listening or watching knows what you're talking about.
Everybody knows who Tommy Two-Tone is.
Nobody
Look
knows
at that. Tommy Two-Tone looked like Hall & Oates if they discovered cocaine at the age of 9.
Are they both Tommy Two-Tone?
I don't know, dude.
Who is Tommy Two-Tone?
Tommy Two-Tone didn't garner a Wikipedia scroll.
Is he Tommy Two-Tone?
I
or are
think
they
that's Tommy Two-Tone. Tommy Two-Tone now looks like he teaches elementary school kids music theory.
And good for him. That's so. Can you imagine like you're learning music from Tommy Two-Tone?
Yeah.
Wait, so there's
And your
4 people?
grandparents are like, I love him.
Well, did you know Jethro Tull is a band?
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was like a guy.
You thought his name was Jethro?
Is that crazy?
I
I thought Michael Jackson. His name Michael Jackson.
And Michael Jackson's not a band. He's like the person Michael Jackson's.
Did you know that? Give me a second.
You got it.
Who's? There's plenty of bands that are like. Is that
On your side, I thought the same thing.
the White Stripes?
Yeah. Jack White,
Is Jack White and his wife?
Meg White, ex-wife.
I'm not making my point well.
You're not.
But the point of this show is the show's called Almost Alpha.
Yeah.
We're gonna be two cool guys
2 alpha as fuck guys trying to out alpha each other.
sometimes talk about beta things in alpha ways.
Yeah. Oh, what a beautifully
Right?
said. I think we should talk about some other names for our podcast before we settled on Almost Alpha.
We had
got that cleared by our lawyers because we had some good ideas.
We had a big brainstorm sesh.
Yeah.
We had some ideas that I thought were great and you didn't think were great.
Well, it's hard to tell. You don't like to FaceTime. You're more of a phone call than a FaceTime. So it's hard to
Because you're always FaceTiming from your toilet.
yeah.
If anyone's ever followed Joey Bragg, he loves filming himself on the toilet.
That's when I have a free second for you.
I understand,
I'm
but
very
the rest of
busy.
us pretend that we're not on our phones on the toilet. We're classy, and you're from this generation of we're authentic. And hey, how you doing? I'm on the toilet. Can I call you? Can I call you back when I'm done? Or I won't if you don't want me to.
No.
It's weird, pal.
It's nice because I'm not I'm not thinking about anything else. I can just focus on you and pushing. That's all I have to think about.
Yeah, but I want you to focus on your bowels
Yeah.
And then I need my attention. I don't like being shared attention.
I'm worried you're not pooping enough. I also think one of the titles of our show we almost did, speaking of poop, that I was at the forefront of championing, Nincompooppies. The Nincompooppies podcast. And then you brought up that it could be Nim-cum-poopies.
I don't believe that I said that.
You did say that. You said, Joey, do you know what would be really funny if we slipped cum in there?
That's not my style or sense of humor. And this is not libel. It's
libelous?
One? When it's defamation of character.
All right.
No, when you're lying, what's it when someone's lying and it's like
Perjury.
Perjury? No, not perjury. It's not cool, bro. Here's things I thought.
Say that on the stand.
Here's what I thought we could be called. I thought 2 Jews, 1 pup.
That's good. I don't feel Jewish enough, nor do I necessarily want to in today's climate.
You don't want to let people know who you are. You want to hide it.
It's not even who I am. It's like 12% of my blood is Jewish. That's not enough.
You just lost 10 gigs at JCC's.
I know, dude. I just lost 10 gigs.
You literally
also, yeah,
just lost $4 billion.
It's scary. It's scary times right now.
It is very scary. So no 2 Jews, 1 pup. I thought.
Wait, Taylor, quick question.
Yeah.
Just a quick question on the Jewish thing. Do almost alphas protest?
Yeah. Almost alphas do protest, but almost alphas first thing about the protest, we're leading that protest.
Okay.
I'm gonna steal my friend, my alpha friend Shaq, who's out alphaed me at a protest one time because he was like LA Times. It was during 2016 and we're all protesting Trump. He's at the LA Times is like when they stormed the freeways, he's at the front. Like he was alpha as fuck. Same problem though. My alpha friend Shaq at this protest, we're all outside City Hall and it's like 1 a.m. and they're like, you need to disperse. The police are saying that. Also very alpha. So it's like an alpha. Like who can alpha this? And my friend Shaq was like, silent, sit down, and got everybody to sit in a circle thinking that the cops were going to be like, maybe they are peaceful. Maybe they're onto something. Yeah. But all he did was just make it a lot easier for them to arrest us. And so he out alphaed those cops, but then de-alphaed himself a little too alpha.
Yeah. You got arrested.
I did get arrested.
Yeah, he's more alpha than me on this. I've been to one I went to the women's march one time. Oh, no, I went
That's not even a protest. I've been to one protest. Yeah, because you were on the other side of the women's march being like, you guys have enough. You guys have enough.
Can we pull up that footage that it went viral on Vine? They took it down. But no one's really proud of that, Yeah. Women need to know, it's okay, relax. You're doing great. Go back to not the kitchen, just your living room.
Yeah.
Where
we'll do the heavy lifting, ladies.
Yeah, it's okay, Take care of the children.
Very alpha is to be rude to women. What other titles did you want to go for?
I can't do marches and stuff. I've been to a couple of things. Once
you can barely walk.
It's hard. I have a poor equilibrium. I do. I had a surgery in my ear as a child.
Oh yeah, you are deaf in one ear.
I am.
Yeah. Interesting. You're deaf in one ear. I'm blind in one eye. Interesting.
Wow.
And together we make one functioning human being.
Wow.
Yeah.
But my problem with the march was the marches are wild because I get people are bash. I'm just worried about getting blown up the whole time. Honestly, I can't focus on.
Yeah.
I'm trying to show solidarity, I support women and respect them and stuff. But it's wild is people just repeat whatever people are chanting, Yeah. And it was just I remember being they're like women rights, women are great, And then it's a woman's march. It's supposed to be about women, And I support women, And then it's women are great. I'm like, yeah. And then women are great. Yeah. Then it's and gay people are great. Yeah, of course. Okay, And women's march, but respect, there's gay women, Then it's trans women, and of course. Okay, sure, of course. And then it goes, sex workers are great. And I'm just wait, what is happening here? I love all these things, but
but you don't support sex workers?
They're my favorite, but I don't. I stay on topic here. That's the
if you don't support sex workers, then you don't have anybody to talk to.
Joey.
All right.
I need 3 compliments right now.
You're very funny. You're confident in who you are, and your beard is pretty full.
Those were not compliments.
Those were compliments. As good as you're gonna get.
Joey.
Do you ever hear two alpha guys complimenting each other? Do you know what that is? That's being gay, Taylor.
That's a beautiful thing, as I marched about accidentally. I accidentally went to that march and I loved it. I thought we could have been called 1.5 Men.
Yeah, that's funny.
Because it's funny because I'm the full man and you're the half man.
Okay, I'm the half man. That's fine. I think it's more alpha to be like, fine, okay, I'm the half man. Like, that's cool for me to do that.
Oh, interesting.
It's unalpha for you to be like, I'm the full man, you're the half man.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, good. Then we're fine. Then we're both okay.
We'll change the name. Hey, can we rebrand 1.5 Men?
I think 1.5 Men sounds like we're doing a 2.5 Men like pod. You know how sometimes like
the
characters from a show, will be like, I'm gonna rewatch my own show as a podcast, and then the whole audience is like, oh, kind of cringe. And that's what I thought 1.5 Men sounds like.
Are you suggesting when this is a Liv and Maddie rewatch podcast?
Yeah, this is the Liv and Maddie we watch. Those are my golden days. Those are the best days of my life. I'm up with the sunshine. Hey yo, that's my favorite thing to do. I was on a show called Liv and Maddie. For all of those that I love when I was having a hoe phase. Like 2 years ago, it was my favorite bit to go in front of my friends. We're like at the beach and there's like a group of hot girls over there, and I'm like, I'm up with the sunshine. Hey ladies, how's it going? I lace up my high tops. It's me, Joey, your favorite character. How's it going, ladies? It's the theme song to Liv and Maddie. It's very funny.
Oh, I don't know the.
Yeah, you're right. It's me. How are you? That's the vibe I would give.
And they love it?
They hated it. Didn't work once.
So your hoe phase lasted 2 weeks. You're like, never mind.
Yeah.
I'll try something else.
Hoe phase. I don't do a good hoe phase. I give only boyfriend energy out the wazoo. I'm just very like, what's it called? Serial monogamist. That's me on accident. Like every time, if I would ever sleep with somebody, my first instinct waking up is like, do you want to go to Color Me Mine? Let's go make memories. That's what I want. I want a partner.
But can I just tell you a pitch for a reality show or a movie, whatever is more available in this climate? 1.5 Man. It's a guy who's got. I haven't really thought this through, but
it's about conjoined twins.
No, I mean, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty great, but
2 little people.
I was just thinking of like he has 1.5 penises, but I don't know how the half penis would work. I don't know. Also, you can't show it. That would be an adult film, I guess. Yeah. But it's just inferred the whole time. They talk
like,
about
Girth Master. Have you guys seen that on OnlyFans? Yeah.
What?
Girth Master.
Of course, Carlos is like,
yeah. Dude, Girth Master is he's the new OG Mudbone, biggest penis in the game. Supposedly, it's like a wine bottle of a penis.
Don't pull that up. Do not pull that up.
Meet the Girth Master, the OnlyFans creator who makes up to $80,000 per month. What are we doing in this podcast nonsense, dude? Whip it out. Look at that guy.
$80,000 a month?
That guy looks like Andrew Santino so much. That's Andrew Hamtino.
It's wild what like people would do. Like if someone's like, hey, like this is a thing like straight guys do a lot. Hey, how much would you how much to pay you to like hook up with a dude? $500. Nah, dude, I'm not gay, you know?
Yeah.
And then it's like, you know, oh yeah, $1,000. Nah, it's crazy. $5,000. What? What do I have to do? I should just stand there? No, I'm not gonna do that. No.
Am I taking or am I giving?
Yeah.
It's a big diff.
$20,000. No one knows about it. Anyways, I made a lot of money earlier this month. But,
that'd be funny, OnlyFans.
How much money would you need to start an OnlyFans? Not kidding.
$80,000 a month sounds pretty good.
Honestly, like, would you do it for $80,000?
It depends on what I'm doing. Like, there's like Adriana or whatever from Sopranos does like just like scantily clad photos. It's like Instagram. It's like not even porn. It's like what was those the not Playboy magazines where they would like still in a bra and panties?
Penthouse.
Yeah, see, I knew you would know what that is.
Yeah, Penthouse.
It's like stuff like that. I'd do that. Also, there's a guy that was in like iCarly or Wizards of Waverly Place that like did porn, and now is like they're doing a reboot and they're not bringing me back because I did porn. Yeah, that's funny. That's a funny thing. Find that, Richie. This guy had after Wizards of Waverly Place. This is like perfect for my Disney Channel post-career expectations being so low. Like the fact that I am doing a podcast to nobody is still exceeding expectations. This guy,
People watching, I just checked.
this guy was on Wizards of Waverly Place. Went like after Wizards was like, you know what? They're not gonna hire me because I was on a children's television show, so my only option is to be a sex worker, and that's like ridiculous. Hollywood's so messed up. And then they're bringing back Wizards of Waverly Place. And he's like, I really messed up. I shouldn't have pulled my dick out on the Instagrams. Look at that. Look how long a distance between his belly button and his navel, like Mons pubis.
I think
Jesus Christ, dude, it's like a Hot Wheel track.
this is disturbing, honestly, and
Wow.
but you know what happened? He probably saw me marching in favor of sex workers accidentally.
Yeah.
And now he started doing it.
If the second place guy from America's Got Talent believes in sex work and positivity, I'm gonna start showing my dick on OnlyFans. Is that what he does? I think he like full on has sex.
He tripped and he fell into adult. He tripped.
I tripped and fell into adult entertainment.
He has a
That's
poor
like
equilibrium also.
I've seen those porns too, where the stepsister gets caught in the dishwasher and then the stepbrother trips and he's like, "I'm inside of you." I've seen those ones. All right.
So you wanted to call the show.
I think we could have called our show Joey Bragg Podcast featuring Taylor Williamson.
Right.
That would have been good, gotten it across. Or if we're leaning into us being equal, two gay seeming guys.
Yeah, I don't like that.
You don't like that one?
I don't think that was as catchy.
It's funny. Two gay seeming guys. Or TGSG.
That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, TGSG.
Yeah.
You guys watched an episode of TGSG Pod? I'm sorry, are you having a stroke? We could have also called it the Pussy Boy Podcast.
I think we picked the best name.
Yeah?
I think that's what we learned.
You don't like Pussy Boy Podcast?
I don't like that you're... The problem with hanging out with Joey, you're always like, yeah, guys like us, you know, like fucking losers, you know? Like people like us. And I'm like, why are you bringing me in? Guys like this, people, just like girls don't want to date us because we're just this kind of just loser fucks, you know? Like, no.
You should be honored to be roped into whatever
I don't wanna be
echelon
in
I
your
hold
thing.
myself at.
I'm not in your thing. I have a tiny dog.
Yeah,
You have cats
that's true.
who are not...
Shall we walk into our main podcast topic of the day, episode 1 of Almost Alpha? Let's get into it. Dogs versus cats. Taylor
Dogs.
Williamson.
Dogs.
Yeah. Applause from the cocaine corner over there.
The cocaine corner.
Yeah, dude. That's the best way to do. Yeah, keep snorting that up, boys. We're gonna get this 1 hour show done in 25 minutes. Dogs versus cats. Taylor Williamson, what side are you picking?
I pick dogs. I mean, look at this.
Yeah, look at that.
Do you see this?
I do see that.
Do you love her?
I used to be a wolf.
Yeah.
Look at her fucking licking herself. Your brethren are eating moose.
She was in the cocaine corner earlier today.
Yeah, she's lockjaw. I'm picking kitty cats, baby.
I see that.
Yeah, I'm a big kitty cat fan.
I respect cats, but it's kind of like I like mint chocolate chip ice cream, and I also like strawberry ice cream, but mint chocolate chip ice cream is better than strawberry ice cream.
Yeah, right.
So dogs are better than cats.
That whole nonsense thing where people are like, you have to pick one, dogs or cats, is such a like those people would have been Nazis if they were alive 100 years ago.
I just picked one, sir.
You picked dogs. No, I'm picking cats. I'm picking cats. I like dogs too. I don't think liking cats means you hate dogs. I don't want a dog right now.
Dogs are way better.
See, and here's where we go. If we were to put your dog against, I would say both of my cats, but let's just say one of my cats.
Yeah.
One of my cats, Patricia, our cat, is a princess. She's a big, fluffy, beautiful, wouldn't hurt a fly princess.
Yeah.
Dolly Purton, my other cat, a little bit more, streetwise.
Yeah.
I think either one of them would wipe the fucking floor with Betty.
Your cats...
Put him in an octagon, your dog doesn't last round 1.
So, from the life that she has lived, that is true.
But with 6 months of training?
I call my friend Michael Vick. We get her into some training sessions. She could destroy your cats.
No way, dude.
You just have to keep the food away from her for like a little bit and
get her real hungry. My cats are like, look at her. She's falling asleep in your arms talking about.
She has a good life.
I think cats are.
She's not a fighter.
Arguably closer to the animal that we see in the wild. Cats are a lot more close. Like my cats are closer to tigers and lions than Betty is to a wolf or a dingo or whatever you.
That's fair. That's fair, but
Look at this from Reddit, from Dr. Whoop 87.
okay, it's an official source.
Yeah, official source, Dr. Whoop 87. That's my dad's account. Leaning towards the cat, dogs have nails, cats have claws. A dog bite would exert more force, but cats have sharper teeth and bite deeper. Cat would edge out agility, although a lab can run slightly faster. Okay, so could a greyhound. The biggest advantage in the lab would have is size, but here it's taken away. It wouldn't be a one-sided fight, but I would bet on the cat. Oh, so we're making them the same, what, in this weird mythical world, we're making a lab the size of a cat? I think my cats could kill a full-grown fucking Great Dane, dude.
Okay, the point, Betty's not going to survive without me.
Yeah, no, she's not going to survive without you at all.
But we're talking in general about animals. Can I tell you, the dogs can play basketball. Dogs play football.
That's true.
There's movies, there's documentaries about this.
There's also been documentaries about dogs versus cats. And a sequel about the revenge of Kitty Galore.
Is that true? Because Airbud, is there a cat version of Airbud?
There's Milo and Otis. There's so many dogs. What was Homeward Bound? That's about a dog and a cat, right?
The friend Sally Field's a cat.
Is Sally Field a cat?
Yeah, Michael J. Fox is one of the dogs.
Really?
Bruce Willis might be the other dog. I might be making that up.
All I know is that a bunch of dogs died filming Homeward Bound.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true.
No, it's true. You can look it up. It's like really sad. So many dogs and cats were like abused. The saddest thing about that is that like this German Shepherd drowned. It's really sad. This German Shepherd drowned because they were filming a scene where the dog's like in a river. And then that dog died and went to whatever God you believe in. And he was like, well, at least was the movie good? And God was like, straight to VHS. Ooh, it was not good. That movie blew chunks. And he was like, I gave my life for it. And like, yeah, so did 6 other sad dogs and cats.
Hey, can I say don't look that up, actually? Is that a thing?
It's true, though, right? Yeah.
Good.
Homeward Bound.
The Free Willy has a similar story of being tortured.
Is that
It was living a not a great life.
the orca? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sad. Okay. Now let's move on, because we're still talking dogs versus cats, and we're trying to stay on topic. We did the sliding scale. We talked about famous dogs versus famous cats, Homeward Bound, Kitty Galore. What is the worst insult, bitch or pussy?
That's a good question. They both pertain to dogs and cats.
And women.
Let's try it. Let's try it on each other, okay?
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
You got it, buddy.
See, I'm not as unkind as you, so it's harder for me to act like that.
You want me to do it for you?
Let me know. No, you go first so I know what level we're at.
Okay, Taylor, it bothers me that you're such a pussy so much. You being such a pussy makes my job harder.
Yeah. Well, at least I'm not a fucking stupid bitch. You fucking bitch.
I think I was more hurtful.
You're right, because I have to add fucking.
Yeah, you had to add fucking, and also I could tell that it was coming from a place of like vitriol anger.
Well, like, because pussy is more de-alphaing.
Yeah. And bitch is more like it's really upsetting to women.
You're alpha, you know?
I don't know if you realize this, but it's really upsetting to women.
Is it?
I don't know. Understand why.
They
hate it.
Hey, you bitch.
Oh.
She was okay with it.
I don't think so, dude. She looks sad.
Hey, bitch.
I also think that women get really upset when you call...
Doesn't care.
I've had my female friends be like, you can't say pussy because it's like talking about a vagina with this kind of weak mindset, and it's doing a lot, you can't say pussy because it's a vagina and it means weak, and that's not really the... And I'm like, okay, well, don't be a dick about it.
But you can't, like, they say don't use the term ever.
Don't use pussy, yeah.
But then they say, pussy is also, from my understanding, it's also like a word that you can say on the radio. Because it also means like pussycat. Huh. Don't be a pussycat is a term.
Is pussy first from vagina or from pussycat?
I'm guessing it's from pussycat.
I assumed it was from pussycat. That's where this whole segment came from.
But you can say pussy on the radio all day.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, on the radio, you can say one or the other. Like, you can't call someone an asshole, but you could say my asshole or something like that.
Huh.
You know what I'm talking about?
You know what's weird too is that you can pretty much say whatever you want because nobody's listening to the radio anymore. It's silence. It's dead air.
You know that they only get fined if someone complains for the FCC?
Really?
That's how it works.
I've been winning all these arguments as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
What another one? If it's famous to be said that if you die in your apartment with cats, they'll eat your dead body, starting with your eyeballs, funnily enough. Unless I die with my glasses on. your dog will just die of starvation next to your body.
Right.
What is more loyal? What is more alpha? Which one would you prefer?
And then they'll visit your grave and sit on your grave.
Yeah, because they're fucking pathetic and they won't get over it. If I died in a week, my cats would be having their hoe phase.
Their hoe phase?
Yeah.
Oh, because they'd be making love to someone instead of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you ran out of money and you died.
But I just moved in with a roommate and my cat was like sitting on his
Not
lap.
denying it, I just want to say.
I'm not denying it, of course. My cat was like sitting on my roommate's lap. Like I just moved in with it. I've lived by myself for a long time, and she's like, rubbing on him and he's petting her. It's like watching somebody fuck your girlfriend in front of you. Because the whole time she's loving it, and I'm like, she only does that for me. She only likes that for me, and she's like looking at me like, oh yeah, it's weird to see me do this with somebody else, and it is weird.
It reminded me of how in high school I had a boss, and he said he had a motorcycle. I was like, can I sit on your motorcycle? He's like super alpha. As I said, hey, can I sit on your motorcycle? He's like, you might as well ask me to fuck my wife. And then I was a young wannabe comedian. I'm like 16. And I'm like, so you're saying if I asked you to fuck your wife, you'd be like, might as well ride on my motorcycle. He was so angry at me and not funny at all, and I just died inside.
It is really funny. Also very alpha of you. You out alpha.
That was
this
very
guy.
alpha brave of me.
Yeah, very alpha
You gotta
brave.
go for it. You gotta lean into the fear.
I was always told when I was growing up, like, one day someone's gonna punch you in the face. You're gonna get punched in the face for the things you say, and it has only happened twice. So
We'll talk about that in another show. I've had my face punched by some people.
would you rather have Betty eat your body?
I would rather her eat my body.
Yeah, right?
Of course.
She's not gonna. Her little bite couldn't even break your skin. I don't know. It's between how weak her jaw is and how paper thin your skin is.
Thank you. I think there's a point where she would be like, I gotta do something here.
You think so?
I think so. I think they're animals, and then like dogs are still carnivorous.
Yeah. So are
Aren't
cats.
they?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, cats. Cats will eat you alive while you're alive.
Yeah.
Cats don't wait till you die.
Yeah, sometimes I take a nap in the midday and I wake up my cat gnawing on my eyeballs.
Every person.
It's not done yet. I'm not done yet.
I'm not done. Yeah. Every person I know with cats has scars all over their body from their cat
Yeah.
murder them.
Yeah, he's dope, dude. It's like having a little Freddy Krueger running around your house.
You have a demon that hates your existence.
Dude, they love me more than anything's ever loved me.
Really?
Those cats love me.
Yeah.
Like when I come home from a trip, like when we're on tour, I come home from a trip, Patty like ignores me, like goes into the closet, like tries to like shun me because she's like upset.
I think she doesn't care about you.
No, she does. They care about me more than, I don't know, Betty. You're her light and shining armor.
Thank you.
This is all she cares about. Yeah. But my cats love me, dude. Love me more than you'll ever understand.
I'm happy. Why? I'm happy for the love that you have from your cat.
And I want them to eat me.
I want them to eat you too.
I also think it would be really funny to find out that like I died, nobody found my body for like 2 weeks, and it's just a skeleton and two plump ass cats. Because as soon as you walk in, my cat's gonna be like, wet food, we want wet food, and like meow meow.
Can I tell you?
You just ate Joey.
And that would be great for this podcast, for press.
Yeah.
If like you died like next week, and then I said that Carlos takes your seat.
That would be great.
The press that we would get Carlos from,
Oh my
the
God.
former co-host dies from and he gets eaten by his cats. And then we bring the cats. We have the cats in every show just sitting there. Like, these are alpha. We have them in a cage, just showing like we're alpha, but those are real alpha cats.
Hell
and,
yeah,
like,
dude.
And then like,
Do you know?
we have a little sign that says, "We miss you, Joey, but thanks for the views."
Yeah, and it gets covered up by fan art of people drawing you and Carlos.
Very slowly.
Yeah.
Very slowly.
Take it
Every week
over.
people send us little tributes to.
It is
you.
true about.
Then they start doing more of me and Carlos drawings, and then
It is true about me dying would boost. Do you know what the number one podcast in America is right now?
what's that?
The O.J. Simpson podcast.
Is that true?
Yeah, it is really true. It's the number one podcast because he passed away. The one thing O.J. Simpson did wrong was die too young. Gone too soon. one of the coolest race car drivers. What did he do? Okay.
He was a great actor.
He was a great actor.
You know, he was supposed to play Terminator.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Fact.
I know that like Spielberg says, and then the whole thing is that he was like, but he's not murderous enough, or he couldn't get away as a killer. I think that's nonsense. I think that's somebody saying something after the fact, and now it's like
That's not what Steven Spielberg said.
yeah, I don't trust Steven Spielberg.
Did E.T.
Steven Spielberg also directed The Fablemans, which is like his own origin story.
Yeah.
That's so lame. That's so lame. Elton John did the same thing with like Rocket Man, and it's like you have to die first. You can't do this yourself. In Rocket Man, there's this whole scene where like Elton John's a little kid playing at a bar, and he's so good he incites a fucking riot. And do you know why? Because fucking plump 65-year-old Elton John was off camera being like, they were so pumped they beat each other to death. They'd never seen such gay, talented little boy. So they beat the shit out of each other because they didn't understand Benny and the Jets. Like fucking, you need to be dead so that somebody could be like, well, it was cool. Like Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody was cool, but if Freddie Mercury was alive, he would be like, and I also had a giant schlong. Like you got to die first.
But can we also say, just for constructive criticism to our producers, when we say something emphatically that's not true, you're not allowed to show a fact check proving
Yeah.
That's not the vibe that we're going for. The most popular podcast.
Oh, I was right.
The most popular podcast, they spread misinformation and then they destroy the world, and we're trying to become like them. And please do not undermine us again, or you'll be looking for a new job.
It's one of those things, the Terminator O.J. Simpson thing is one of those things where I'm like, use common fucking sense, dude. Think about it for a second. Do you really, really think that like the stars align that much? No.
Well, he was pitched. That's the bit. That's the truth. Is he was pitched, and they go, "No, that's a terrible idea." So that's allegedly but that's also what they say in hindsight because they know he's a murderer now.
Yeah, right.
Well,
You know, Jeffrey Epstein was almost offered the role of Batman in 1989.
I heard about that.
And they were like, I don't think Jeffrey Epstein is believable as somebody that would have a child sidekick follow them around the whole time. Okay, so dogs versus cats.
I got one.
Okay, yeah.
Hold on. Did you hear that? I got one. Give me a second. Did you hear that? What's that lady's name? Give me a second.
This is going great.
This is good. Did you hear that Lorena Bobbitt was gonna play Superman?
No. Finish the bit.
That's all I got.
That's it?
And
Who is Lorena Bobbitt?
She cut off her husband's wiener.
Oh, yeah. And fed it to him, right?
I don't think he ate it. His cat ate it.
Lorena Gallo.
Lorena Gallo is not Lorena Bobbitt. That's a different. I don't know who that is. Oh, John Wayne. Oh, it is.
It
excuse
is.
me. Wow.
Could you imagine? You cut off your husband's penis and you feed it to him, and your Google box still says TV personality. That means you're doing something right.
That sucks though when you change your identity because you're infamous or famous, and you're like, I want to do something different, and then people just Google, oh, that's her new name, you know?
Yeah, right.
I read, Stephen King did a bunch of books under a different name. I read why he did it. It was because they could only release one book a year, something like this. They release at least one book a year because for promotional purposes. So he used the pseudonym so he could put out more content.
His son also uses a pseudonym.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Stephen King Jr. It's not his real name.
Oh. Do you remember?
I love these bits that are only funny to me. I also think it's funny that Stephen King's son was able to sell a book under a pseudonym where no one knew. And I'm sure in the meeting, they were like, I don't know. And he's like, by the way, I'm Stephen King's son. They're like, oh, well, then say less. I'm sure that happened.
There was a comedian like 10 years ago who was telling people he was Eddie. He went by like something Murphy, and like he looked just like Eddie Murphy, and like he was just letting people think. I don't know if you should Google this because I'm scared for my career, but he was saying that he was Eddie Murphy's son, and like he was getting stage time at the Comedy Store. Like, I guess that's Eddie Murphy's son. I don't know. He had that swagger and stuff. And like Eddie Murphy did like it's on TMZ actually. I don't know. There was like a cease and desist kind of like, stop telling people you're my son.
Whoa.
But that's like, if I could like rebrand or like restart my career, like I might try that. Like, like I'm
Zion Williamson's son.
Zion Williamson's son.
Yeah.
Either Brad Pitt or Zion Williamson.
That's so funny. Is that a mugshot? They arrested him for that? They arrested
sued for $50 million. Oh, he's trying to.
Wow.
Oh, he tried to sue Eddie. Listen.
That's crazy.
I gotta get lawsuits are the way to
go. Dude,
go.
Lawsuits are the way to go. Gotta be more litigious. That's your people's whole thing.
Joey. It's our people's whole thing.
I want to do this react segment. I think the dogs versus cat point has been belabored enough. I think I win. Cats are cooler. Richie, if you don't mind pulling up the first video I sent you. This is a new I don't even know if it's viral or if this is just so unique to my For You page. Also, like, let's talk about For You pages real quick. I would rather chop off my own penis and balls with a rusty saw than have to show somebody what Instagram thinks I am interested in my Explore page. I can't. It's like boobs, a guy dressed in a homemade Batman costume, butts, a guy dressed in a homemade Spider-Man costume, and a bunch of action figure collections. And it is what I want to watch.
It knows you.
It knows me too well.
I had to fix my page. I had to fix my Explore. I got it. I know it. It knows what I need now. It's animals from different species snuggling each other.
Yeah, that's your kink.
It's my kink. It's the sexiest, hottest thing I could ever. Like, I'm getting so much like I'm fascinated by politics and like all this scary stuff happening in the world, and like that's all that's coming up. I'm like, this is not healthy. And now every time I don't like liking things, honestly, because like random people's things. It's weird to me to like have that.
Really?
I don't like, but I do it now so to help the algorithm send me a duck and a cat snuggling, or like an owl and a pig being friends. Like, it's my favorite.
You see the American badger and the coyote being friends?
Are they friends?
They're like cartoony friends. But here's what I wanted to show you. Can we start from the beginning? Because a little bit of spoiler alert. Here, put on your headphones if you can, Taylor. I want you to get the full experience. So these are these new viral, I don't even know if they're viral or if they're just interesting to me. It's viral videos about kittens having like big life moments happen to them. So this cat got laughed at by a bunch of coworkers, goes to the gym, gets yoked, goes on training. Now he's happy. He's eating. Now he's playing soccer. It looks like he won the game. Everybody's thrilled with him. He's happy, jacked. And that's the end of the story. And then it starts over again. His little sad kitten in pajamas, weak, dreaming about classrooms. And all of this is made by AI. And I know we're supposed to not like AI.
Yeah.
This is better than any fucking thing a human has made. This is better than Citizen Kane. Yeah. This is so good. You don't need, the only soundtrack is meow, 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 meow. Like the Lady Gaga song, but with meows. Alfred Hitchcock couldn't think of that if you put him in a room with a typewriter and 1,000 million endless years.
But you're explaining why we hate AI, because it's like, this is pretty good.
This is great. I know, right? Like how Terminator would have been a lot easier if Terminator was just making dope cat memes instead of killing John Connor. Can we go to the next one, Richie, please? This is a cat named Snickers. Snickers is, he's with his mom. He's a little black kitty. I think that's his outfit for going to school.
Cancel.
He's getting on the bus. Oh, but all the other cats are white on this bus, and he's the only black cat in this classroom. It makes him sad because he's different than everybody. Oh, he's eating lunch alone. They're all looking at him and laughing. He goes to his mom and he's like, what's going on? And she tells him, you're black. You're a black kitty. But then he gets an idea. I'm going to go and run into the kitchen. I'm going to roll around in a bunch of white chalk, and I'm going to go to school and pretend to be white. And they laugh at him still because the chalk goes away. And that's the end. The story doesn't have a happy ending. The moral of this story is that sometimes you're just black.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Isn't that beautiful?
But it's real.
It's very real.
And that's, if we had more stories like this in life, like I wouldn't be so screwed up in therapy right now, because life doesn't always have happy endings.
Yeah.
It's not even a sad ending. It's a beautiful ending.
It's a beautiful ending.
You're different and you're special.
Yeah.
And like you're different.
And this
wonderful.
is relatable to the one black guy that grew up in New Hampshire. As the only black person. Can we do the third video, please, Richie? So that's the escalation. The one that I sent you is unavailable, it said. God damn it. This is about a fat cat. This one's not even as good, but it's the same thing. Fat cat goes to school, fails his test. Everybody laughs at him. He's got to go back to his job at Burger King. They all are so upset at him. Then he spills, so he loses his job. His boss is mad at him. This poor fat cat has to walk home, take the bus. He's sad as hell. So he decides, I'm going to put in the work. And he's studying and he's writing. He's studying so much he falls asleep at his desk. He takes the test again. He's happy now. He passed. Now he's a big fat business cat with an Audi. He's thrilled. He's got a mansion. And that's it. That's the end of that story.
That's amazing.
There was one more, Richie, but I can't. I guess I could just explain it. It's Snickers again. I guess maybe I didn't send that one to you. There is one where Snickers, the cat that was black in the white school, goes and finds a time machine.
Yeah.
Goes back in time, finds a time machine, creates it, goes into the time machine into the 1800s, accidentally becomes a slave.
Good Lord.
It's awful. He was on the slave trade. Yeah, let's find. It's really, really sad.
So what's
There it is. Yeah, the one with him picking cotton. This is not even it, but it's horrible, and it's also maybe the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Wait, why does he think he looks?
This is Snickers. It's an AI
This is how
influencer cat.
Snicker thinks he looks, and he's picking cotton. And this is how he really looks.
Yeah, he's looking great.
Why does he?
But it gets very, very racist very fast. Because I was watching these and I was like, oh, this is about a cat that failed a test and then worked harder and passed the test. And the next one's like, here's about a cat joining the American slave trade. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. There's nothing in between. There's no like cat fighting in a war. There's nothing. It's just either slave cat or doesn't do well in school cat.
So what did they type in to achieve this video? Does this?
I don't know. That's the real art. That's the human art aspect of it.
Ay.
All right. Well, that's the end of my React segment for you, Taylor. Even though I talked through the whole fucking thing.
I'm overwhelmed by that.
Yeah, it's overwhelming.
But hopefully AI cures cancer or something, right?
That'd be nice.
Before
Or causes a whole different kind of
kills
cancer.
all of it.
Yeah.
Do you think it's net positive good news?
AI?
Yeah, I think it's.
You know what's funny is it's so much easier to do everything with AI. That being said, like if we wanted to, we could have like done the art for this show. We could have done like the theme song for this show. We could have come up with all these book titles that I painstakingly worked on for 4 hours. Could have been done in like 30 seconds with AI, which is like not a good thing, but it's a tool. I don't know. It's bad. It's ruining my life.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Well, I was gonna say I think we should talk about how alpha we were this week.
Yeah, I think that's our ending segment. If this goes well, this will be the ending segment to every episode. And this was how alpha we were this week. Wow. Taylor, can you start?
I did something alpha this week.
What'd you do?
I'm really proud of it. I was at Chipotle. Most of my stories begin with I was at Chipotle.
Yeah.
And there was a not well man who was kind of harassing the lady who works there, and she was mostly by herself there, and she was like, sir, she's like, I just want a bag, and she's like, sir, you can't have a bag, please leave, you know? He's a vagrant. I don't know what's the nice word to
Unhoused,
say.
probably.
He might have a house, I don't know.
Smelly, dirty though.
I didn't smell him. He looked dirty.
Yeah. Would you eat something he
I
handed
think
you
it's
with his bare
presumptuous
hands?
to assume that they're unhoused.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if he has a house.
Maybe his shower's just not working.
Maybe that happens to me sometimes. One time
Yeah.
I had a meeting and then and I was like, I had a beard for like 2 weeks. I looked like a homeless. Oh, Jesus Christ. I looked like,
I don't know what you mean by that.
but I looked not well. But then, and then I was like, I'm gonna make myself look so good. I looked terrible. I was like, I'm gonna make myself look so good. I was like, I had nothing for 2 weeks. And then my shower didn't work. And there was an email from my apartment that I never looked at that says the water will be down for the whole day. And then I looked like a crazy person in the meeting. It didn't go well.
Is that how alpha you were this week?
No, but this week, this guy who was probably unhoused person guy, he's not well mentally, you know, and he was like harassing her, and it was kind of scary. And like, so I was in line, and I got alpha to respect this lady and him, by the way. I was like, hey, buddy. He's refusing to give him a bag. And I was like, hey, buddy, if you leave this nice lady alone and go outside like she asked, on my way out, I'll give you my bag. And he called me the N-word.
Oh, no. Was he blind?
N-word. And I was terrified.
Yeah. So not very alpha, immediately recoiled.
I was so full of fear.
You joined his side. You're like, you stupid bitch, to the lady on the other side.
I didn't do that, but I was like, I regret not being like, you're on your own, I'm out of here. I stayed firm and I pretended like I was really confident and secure.
Yeah, tears streaming down your face. Black beans and fajitas.
It was not ideal. And just so he doesn't get canceled, he was black.
Oh, okay.
So I don't want him to get canceled for using
That's
that.
good. Yeah. No, that's his word to use at his.
He's welcome
whenever
to
he
call
sees
me
fit.
that.
Yeah.
And then that's the most terrifying way. And so I felt good for trying to protect a woman at Chipotle.
Yeah. That's pretty alpha of you.
Yeah. But afterwards, she wasn't like, hey, thanks. It was very like, I don't know. I watched Superman. Like, he's never like, I never see him like fuck up. I'm like, oh, sorry, I tried.
Yeah, because he's Superman.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, Superman gets called the N-word most times, and he just keeps going with whatever he saw was altruistic at the beginning.
Wow. So that was my alpha moment of the week.
Wow, that's a good alpha moment.
Thank you.
I said something on our phone call yesterday that was my alpha moment. I can't remember what it was.
Oh.
I mean, I have another alpha moment. I have many alpha moments.
Backup alpha moment.
My backup alpha moment is last night. My shower didn't turn off all the way when I went to turn it's a new apartment I just moved into. So also cockroaches came out of it the other day.
Out of your shower?
While I was pooping. I was sitting on the toilet.
Track. We should have like a tally. Most of his stories, I'm at Chipotle. Most of my stories, most of the stories, I was pooping, or I just pooped, or
I will say
looking at poop, or I was
between like
poop.
writing or working or like having meetings, I'm pooping most of my free time.
I see that.
But anyway, cockroach came out while I was pooping, and I killed it with my bare hands. That's pretty fucking alpha, dude. While I was pooping, I killed it with my bare hands, crumpled it up in a toilet paper, put it in the toilet under my butt, and then the whole time I was sitting there, I was like, I could feel him on my butthole. He's tickling my butthole. Like, he wasn't really, but like the feeling of that he's down there.
I thought, can I be honest? Like 30 seconds ago, I was like, I could not hate this story more, and then I was proven wrong.
I could have just flushed him.
Before you were like, and then I had him inside my butt, and I was like, I can feel it.
He didn't go inside my butt. Just the thought of there being my butthole, a little bit of space, and a drowning cockroach. I would have liked at least like a...
Can I tell you some bad news, but some information you should know as a friend? You want to know?
Yeah.
When you squish a cockroach, sometimes they have like hundreds of eggs inside of them.
Okay.
So you might have some babies inside your butthole.
Yeah. I'm going to give birth. What is paternity leave? What does Seven Eckies offer paternity leave if I have 300 cockroach babies next week?
That'd be maternity leave, I think. Wouldn't it? If you gave birth to them?
I don't know. I think that's gender assuming.
You're right. I'm sorry. I don't know your gender. Can I tell you... other alpha thing that happened to me today is, can I add one?
I guess we also have other episodes, but continue.
This is related, but this is a freebie one because it's the first episode. At Starbucks today, this person kept, because Betty, my love of my life, was in my lap while I was at Starbucks drive-thru, and then oh my god, what's their name? And I'm like, her name's Betty, and then they go, what kind of dog is they? And I'm like. And I'm staying very politely alpha.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, she's Chihuahua mix. Oh my god, how old is they? And I'm just like, so politely alpha. I was just like, she's 4 years old. And I was just,
You should have just said her pronouns are she, her. So mad. That's quite alpha.
That's
also not
how
wrong.
I handled it.
If her pronouns are she, her, it's not wrong for you to go, by the way, you're using her incorrect
I thought
pronouns.
it was inappropriate. This person was misgendering my dog.
Yeah.
That's offensive.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what?
Could have misgendered them back.
That was Betty's alpha. Betty stayed polite, and you know what? Like, that's fine. That's your thing, but I know who I am, and...
Yeah, see?
Thank you, Betty. You know what? That was Betty's alpha.
Also, they is all encompassing. Honestly, guys, thank you for listening to our first episode. In our next episode, we're going to have some fan questions. So please, if you have some questions or some thoughts or some art, like, we're pretty lonely back here. If you want to put something up, we'll display it. Find us on the Seven Eckies YouTube channel and anywhere you can find your podcasts every Thursday, baby.
Follow us on the social media things. Check out Sid is Dead on Roku. That's his movie that's so special. Check out my stand-up special, Taylor Williamson Live at the Comedy Store, streaming on YouTube. And and please know all these episodes are live. They're filmed. They're live or filmed the day of, and we just want to say Merry Christmas to all of you.
Merry Christmas. Yeah, but thanks for listening, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment what your favorite part was. If you want us to do segments, comment that. If you want us to not do a segment we did, comment that. If you want me to find a new co-host, comment that. Whatever you guys think, because we are people of the people. So
Joey to be eaten by his cats while he's alive, comment that.
Yeah.
If you want Carlos to be the co-host instead of him, let us know.
Yeah, don't offer that. They're going to love that. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. That was almost alpha. Do you feel more or less alpha than we did at the beginning?
I feel more alpha.
I feel definitely more alpha. I'm hard as a rock.